Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Michelle.
Welcome to our home. Thank you for watching our video.
We look forward to taking this time to share a little bit about our home and our family with you, and we welcome the chance to get to know you in the future.
I met Michelle through eHarmony, showing that you can find love on eHarmony. She was the very first person I clicked to speak with, and within a month I was done with eHarmony. I had found my person.
It was really exciting. Jason surprised me by proposing at his family's lake house in Culver, Indiana. I had no idea what was going on. It was a beautiful snowy day, and he kept going outside trying to build this majestic fire. And he kept asking me, is the fire majestic enough? And finally when I said, yes, it's beautiful, he came in, gave me a beautiful college jacket, and got down on one knee, and when I looked inside there was a wedding ring, and he proposed. It was absolutely beautiful.
Fast forward, we ended up getting married in South Florida, where Michelle is from. It was a beautiful day. We had friends and family, and we were right by the beach. It was so much fun.
And we've been married ever since and enjoying living in different cities together, including Chicago, New York City, and now we've actually been living in Northern Virginia, right outside of DC, for the past 6 years. We own our own home and love being part of our community and our neighborhood, and we welcome the opportunity to start our family here.
We're on one of our weekend bike rides, and it's the fall and it's beautiful, and most weekends we go for a nice 30-mile round trip ride down a wonderful trail, and it's paved and it's safe, and it's one of the great things that we enjoy doing as part of our marriage, outdoor activities.
We look forward to sharing this with our children growing up.
Our community is one of our favorite parts of our living in the Washington, D.C. area. We've got wonderful neighbors, lots of kids, lots of playgrounds, a really safe and nurturing environment filled with a lot of wonderful folks. In addition to that, we're very active in our church community as well. We'd really like the opportunity to build off of that and share that with a child.
There are many things I love and cherish about Jason. Ever since the day I met him, I knew I had truly found my soulmate. He is, beyond a doubt, the most loving, compassionate, giving, kind, and generous person I've ever met. He loves people with his whole heart, and I know he's going to make the best dad. I remember one story recently when we were at a doggy swim day with Abby, our black lab, and all of a sudden Abby was a little scared to jump in the pool, and all the other dogs were running in and chasing their tennis balls, and Jason knew how kind of anxious she was on the side of the pool, and he carried her in his arms, fully dressed, to try to teach her how to swim. And it's absolutely precious. And it's the perfect example of how he's kind, loving, and gentle. And he really does understand what people are going through and will do anything in the world to help people. And he will make the best dad. He is an amazing man. He provides well for our family. He worked really hard to put himself through school, and also at the same time being there for his family. I'm really impressed with how he's such a wonderful uncle for our beautiful nieces, and they all lovingly call him Uncle Boop because growing up he would boop them on the nose, and they had a lot of fun with Uncle Boop. And it's really fun because now that they're preteens, he's always on the phone with them, getting updates on school projects and how they're doing with classes and the prom and things that are going well, and also ways to try to help them. And he's definitely got that nurturing and loving presence, and he's kind of a rock and a strength for our family. As his wife, I feel like I've always been supported and loved, and I know that no matter how much I can drive him crazy, he will always be there for me and love me through it, and that makes life so much better to know that I truly do have my best friend.
What I love about Michelle is she has a passion and an energy for life. This passion and energy is one that I've witnessed now since 2008, and I've loved every single day of it. It's a fearless approach to life, and one that brings out the best in everybody, myself included. This is a passion that needs to draw in the best of others. I see it with my nieces with her, She just has the best time ever, and the nieces as well. I see it with her students. I see it with the fellows and the residents. As a pediatrician, it's not just the little kids that she helps get well, it's also the educating of the medical students. When we have them over to the house, I see her doing the same thing with them as she does with everybody she comes into contact. She brings out the absolute best. With those blue eyes of hers, of course, how could I doubt that? I fell victim to them, and it's been my experience that those eyes deserve to have a little person to help bring up to and enrich that soul. I firmly believe that Michelle will do everything she can and beyond to raise the perfect child. As a pediatrician, as a mother, as a wife, she will provide a wonderful home. When we were living in Chicago, one of the things that drew her to me was her focus on service. Since she was a little girl, she had dedicated her life to those of others. When she was in high school and in elementary school, she was doing service projects in her community. They carried forward to college when she was doing service community projects with the homeless, and now today as well. When I was in Chicago, I worked for a volunteer legal service organization. I thought that was great. Then I met her, and I saw how much more you can do for society and for families by dedicating yourselves to others. I love this woman, and I know that she'll make a great woman. So, in addition to us, we also have a pretty broad extended family as well, mostly in Indiana. Lots of cousins and nephews and nieces, and my brother and my mom, and the list kind of goes on and on and on.
And we enjoy, as a family, spending a lot of time together and have a lot of family traditions. One of the things we really enjoy is Christmas. That's one of our favorite holidays. We love Christmas because it's a time where you actually put a lot of thought into finding gifts for the people that you love and what would make them happy. And also having that quiet time at home. It's really nice to have a nice fire going and making hot chocolate and sitting at home watching movies together and making puzzles at the kitchen table and also making a nice home-cooked meal together. We also enjoy going to church. That's at the center of Christmas to us. And realizing that it's a kind of nice time to think about the year before and also kind of reflect on our goals as a family for the coming year.
During the summer months, we make an effort each year to make it back to northern Indiana, where our family has a lake house, and it's that opportunity for the cousins and the nieces and the nephews and the aunts and so on to reconnect and get together and spend time on the lake with swimming, or spend time at the house with grilling and having bonfires and cooking s'mores and reconnecting as a family.
We enjoy actually touring the United States.
We live in a beautiful country, and we've been pretty fortunate in both suffering from the travel bug, and we've enjoyed the opportunity to see a lot of the beautiful sights that our country has to offer. So one of our favorite things to do is Michelle and I really enjoy cooking together. We find that at the end of a long day or a long week, it's really fun to have an opportunity to work on a project together, have an opportunity to converse and laugh and reconnect, and also at the same time have a really good meal at the end of it all. Becoming a parent is something that we feel that in our core we want to be. We want to be there for the child and the great times that life has to offer, but also importantly for those times when life is more difficult. Our home is one built on safety and love. We want to make sure that the child understands that they have unconditional love even in those times of difficulty.
We don't know what you're going through right now, but we want to tell you that our hearts are with you. We're thinking about you. We're praying for you, that hopefully you make the right decision for you. We want to assure you and promise you that regardless of the amount of openness that you desire, we plan to continue to remain in contact with you throughout your child's life. We also promise you that over your child's life, we will always reassure them and let them know just how very much you loved and cared about them in making this selfless decision to help them.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to getting to know you. Thank you for taking the time to view our video.